History is written by those who record it. But what about the stories that remain unsolved? The secrets lost to time? Throughout American history, strange events have baffled historians and researchers. Disappearances, hidden codes, and unexplained phenomena that still lack answers. These are more than just footnotes in our textbooks. They're glimpses into the shadows of history, whispers of possibilities that challenge everything we thought we knew. In today's video, we'll explore some of the most unexpected historical mysteries in the United States. Stories that might just change how you see the past. Stories that make us question not just what happened, but the very nature of our reality. Stay tuned until the end for one of the most chilling mysteries you've probably never heard of. The vast frozen landscape of the Arctic holds many secrets, but few are as chilling as the story of Anjikuni, a remote Inuit village that seemed to vanish into thin air. Picture this. It's 1930. A lone fur trapper named Joe LaBelle is making his way across the Canadian tundra, heading for a village he's visited many times before. He knows the way, knows the people. He expects a warm welcome, the comfort of familiar faces. But as he crests a ridge and sees the village in the distance, a shiver runs down his spine. Something feels wrong. An eerie silence hangs in the air, broken only by the howling wind. Approaching cautiously, LaBelle's unease turns to dread. The village is deserted. Huts stand empty, fires still smoldering in hearths. A pot of stew sits on a cooling fire, untouched. And then he sees them, sled dogs, still harnessed to a sled, frozen solid. What could have been so urgent that the villagers would leave without their food, their supplies, their very means of survival in this harsh environment? LaBelle searches frantically for any sign of life, any indication of what happened, but the silence is deafening. No tracks lead away from the village, no signs of struggle, no explanation. It's as if the earth itself has swallowed the inhabitants whole. Even the graves, LaBelle discovers with a growing sense of horror, have been disturbed, emptied. Where could they have gone? What fate befell the people of Anjikuni? Some whisper of mass migration, of a desperate exodus in the face of some unknown threat. But the lack of any trace, the abandoned possessions, the unsettling emptiness of the village all point to a far more sinister possibility. Did some natural disaster, unrecorded and unimaginable, wipe them out? Or could it be something far stranger, something beyond our understanding that claimed the villagers of Anjikuni? The mystery lingers, a chilling reminder that even in the 21st century, some secrets refuse to stay buried. The year is 1897. The Wright brothers have yet to take their famed flight at Kitty Hawk. The idea of humans soaring through the air is still a distant dream, relegated to the realm of fantasy and science fiction. Yet, across America, from small towns to bustling cities, a wave of sightings throws the nation into a frenzy. Something is flying in the skies, something that defies explanation. Imagine, a clear evening in April. You're a farmer in rural Texas, gazing up at the star-filled sky, when a strange light catches your eye. It's moving, growing larger, resolving itself into the shape of a cigar. But this is no celestial body. This is a massive airship, gliding silently overhead, emitting a strange glow. As it passes, close enough to make out details, you swear you see figures inside, silhouetted against the light. But they look different, not quite human. This is just one of hundreds of reports that flooded newspapers in the spring of 1897. From Texas to Illinois, people from all walks of life described seeing these mysterious airships. Some were cigar-shaped, others more like enormous discs, but all shared a commonality: technology far beyond anything known at the time. Witnesses spoke of aerial machines with flapping wings, sky chariots with rotating propellers, and even encounters with strange humanoid beings who seemed to pilot these craft. One incident in particular stands out. In the small town of Aurora, Texas, an airship allegedly crashed into a windmill, scattering debris and leaving behind the remains of its pilot, a being described as small and frail, with strange unhuman features. Skeptics dismiss these accounts as mass hysteria, hoaxes, or misinterpretations of natural phenomena. But the sheer volume of sightings, the consistency of descriptions, and the lack of any plausible explanation for many of the details leave room for doubt. Could these sightings have been early experiments in aviation, top-secret projects hidden from the public eye? Or were they something more, something truly otherworldly? The great airship mystery of 1897 remains just that, a mystery. Chapter 3. The Vanishing of Ambrose Bierce. Ambrose Bierce, the celebrated American writer, journalist, and Civil War veteran, was known for his cynical wit and his fascination with the macabre. His dark, often supernatural stories explored the shadowy corners of the human psyche and the unsettling possibilities that lay beyond the veil of reality. But Bierce's own life would take a turn into the unknown, mirroring the eerie tales he spun in his writing. In 1913, at the age of 71, he embarked on a journey to Mexico, a country embroiled in the chaos of revolution. His reason for going remains unclear. Some believe he was drawn by the allure of war, a desire to relive the visceral experiences of his youth. Others speculate he was seeking inspiration for a new book, drawn to the raw drama unfolding south of the border. Whatever his motivations, Bierce's journey would be his last. He traveled deep into Mexico, venturing into territory controlled by Pancho Villa's forces, sending letters back home that grew increasingly erratic and cryptic. And then, silence. Bierce vanished without a trace. The last confirmed communication from him was a letter dated December 26, 1913, sent from the city of Chihuahua. It ended with a chillingly prophetic line. "As to me, I leave here tomorrow for an unknown destination." The mystery of Bierce's disappearance has captivated imaginations for over a century. Some believe he was killed in the crossfire of the revolution, his death unrecorded in the chaos. Others speculate he staged his own disappearance, seeking to escape the constraints of his life and disappear into anonymity. Still others, drawing parallels to his own chilling tales, suggest a more sinister end. Could Bierce, the master of the macabre, have stumbled into a real-life encounter with the unknown, a fate as haunting as any he had ever written? The truth, like Bierce himself, remains elusive. His disappearance stands as a stark reminder that even in the bright light of day, even for those who seem larger than life, the shadows can lengthen, and the unknown can claim us all. Chapter 4. The Ghost Ship of the Atlantic. The vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean holds countless stories, tales of adventure, of tragedy, and of mysteries that continue to haunt us. And few are as enduring as the saga of the USS Cyclops, a massive naval collier that vanished without a trace in 1918. Imagine, a steel behemoth, longer than a football field, slicing through the waves. The Cyclops, laden with 10,000 tons of manganese ore and carrying over 300 souls, is on a routine voyage from the Caribbean to Baltimore. The date is March 4th. The Cyclops departs Barbados, sending its last radio message, a routine weather report. Then, silence. The ship, along with everyone on board, disappears into the vastness of the Atlantic. No distress signals, no wreckage, no survivors. The largest ship in the U.S. Navy at the time vanished without a whisper. The Cyclops, it seemed, had simply ceased to exist. Theories abound. German U-boats, lurking beneath the waves, torpedoing the ship in a secret attack. Rogue waves, towering walls of water, capable of swallowing even the largest vessels whole. Even mutiny, a desperate uprising on the high seas. But none of these theories fully explain the lack of evidence. No wreckage was ever found, no debris, no lifeboats, no sign of the hundreds of men who vanished with the ship. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops remains one of the largest losses of life in U.S. naval history, not directly attributed to combat. The mystery endures, fueled by the lack of answers, the vastness of the ocean that claimed her, and the unsettling possibility that some things are simply beyond our comprehension. Chapter 5. The Oak Island Enigma. Off the coast of Nova Scotia, shrouded in mist and legend, lies a small island that has captivated treasure hunters and fueled imaginations for centuries. Oak Island, they call it, and at its heart lies a mystery as deep and as tempting as the pit that has become synonymous with its name. It begins in 1795, a simple enough tale. A teenage boy exploring the island stumbles upon a curious depression in the ground. A circular clearing, different from the surrounding terrain, with a single oak tree at its center, its branches bearing the marks of ropes and tackle. Curiosity piqued, the boy and his friends begin to dig. They unearth a layer of flagstones, carefully placed, as if sealing something below. This is no ordinary hole. This is a carefully constructed shaft, leading down into the earth. Word spreads, and soon the island is swarming with treasure seekers, all drawn by the allure of what might lie at the bottom of that mysterious pit. They dig deeper, driven by greed, by curiosity, by the unshakable belief that they are on the verge of a discovery that will change their lives forever. But the pit, it seems, is determined to guard its secrets. At regular intervals, as if on cue, the diggers strike water. The shaft floods, their progress thwarted. Decades pass, then centuries, and still, the Oak Island Money Pit, as it has come to be known, resists all attempts to uncover its truth. Over the years, elaborate theories have been spun, fueled by tantalizing clues, layers of logs strategically placed every 10 feet, coconut fibers originating from warmer climates, inscriptions on stones seemingly hinting at coded messages. Some believe the pit holds the buried treasure of Captain Kidd, the notorious pirate. Others whisper of Templar gold, hidden centuries ago. Still others speculate it might contain something far more valuable, far more dangerous. Shakespearean manuscripts, proof of Francis Bacon's authorship, the lost jewels of Marie Antoinette, even the Holy Grail itself. Despite the use of modern technology, despite the millions of dollars poured into the island, the Oak Island Money Pit remains an enigma. Is it an elaborate hoax, a puzzle with no solution? Or does it truly hold a secret, protected by ingenious engineering and the passage of time, waiting for the right person, the right moment to be revealed? These unsolved mysteries prove that history is full of surprises. Some may never be solved, destined to remain tantalizing enigmas, forever shrouded in speculation. Others, however, could one day rewrite what we thought we knew, forcing us to re-examine the past and our place within its grand tapestry. Which mystery fascinated you the most? Have you heard of any other strange events in American history that defy explanation? Let me know in the comments. And if you love uncovering the unknown, if you're drawn to the shadowy corners of history where truth and legend intertwine, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mysterious stories from the past.